Hello Virgos, welcome to your October 2015 tarot reading. So I do wish you guys a very happy and safe Halloween. Just please be safe, don't stay out too late. And for those of you who are hosting, parties and events and things like that at your house, I'm sensing there are going to be surprises, okay? So try to minimize the amount of people you invite, because I do feel potential drama associated with that. If you are hosting an event, like a Halloween event or something like that at your house, really think about who it is that it's important enough for you that you want to be there, rather than, going with like plan A, plan B, plan C, and then inviting them all and then expecting only like one person to show up, but all of them show up. So there could be some room for drama. Just be careful about that if you are hosting. Okay, so let's see what's going in for you for October. Okay, so we have Four of Wands, King of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. Wow, so 3 aces in a row. That's very good. Yeah, so I definitely see some type of entertainment happening at your home. So it can be beginning or the end of this month, but I do feel, if it's like a Halloween type of shindig, you might want to be careful about invitations, okay? I was sensing that when I was shuffling the cards. Okay, so Virgos. This is a very relationship-oriented spread. First of all, we have the stability within the household. We have the Ace of Cups, and then we have the Three of Cups coming through here. So I do feel definitely there is some forward movement, some forward progression, and also like some endings to casual dating and some solidification of a significant relationship in your life, okay, is what I'm sensing here. So let's start from the beginning, and let's look at this through the financial lens first, even though we don't have a single Pentacles card on this in this spread. But let's look at some financial, constituents of this spread first. I do feel that for a lot of you, you're going to be quite secure in the work front, because we have 3, 4, and then eight of Wands, as well as the Ace of Wands. So it's kind of like, nose to the grindstone type of month, in which you are trying to incorporate another person into your work environment. You're trying to build up that foundational base, especially when it comes to work, and build up your sense of either build up your portfolio, or incorporating another person, or expanding your physical structure of your work environment. And that can be taking on more clients, managing more portfolios, thinking about new projects that you can incorporate, okay? So it looks very expansive. It looks like you're expanding outwards, and there might be some restriction when it comes to time constraints, where there might be, contraction and then expansion, and then periods of contraction coming through, possibly for the first 2 weeks of the month, which you might not have enough time to fully expand and take on more clients, for example. But I do feel, because there aren't, a single Pentacles card showing up in this spread, I don't feel finances are going to be, of utmost importance for you for this month. I do sense that there are definitely a lot of, it's very relationship focused. So let's talk about this aspect of it. I do sense that starting the beginning of this month, a lot of you are starting to realize that like September, during the eclipse season, I do feel that a lot of new challenges and new truths have been revealed to you, okay? And it's going to continue through this month, but the truths that are being revealed this month are more welcoming rather than the ones that were revealed in September regarding your home environment, regarding your work environment. There might have been instability in that aspect, but it's definitely over, so you don't have to worry about it. I do sense that for a lot of you, you are going to have to re-examine your relationships this month. There is definitely a lot of love coming through. You're realizing that maybe casual dating, it's fun and it helps rebuild your self-esteem, and you have a lot of love to give. So you want to like spread yourself thin, you want to go out, socialize, mingle, and things like that, okay? However, you realize that because it's casual dating, because you can't really have reach that emotional depth with another person, you feel that you can't really, you know, it seems weird, but you felt in the past, you felt as if you can separate like, sex from love is what I'm sensing. And I do feel that coming through for this month for a lot of you, if you continue the social dating aspect, you're going to realize that you're left feeling somewhat empty, okay? It can continue for this month, and I do feel, especially for Virgo men, regardless of whoever it is you're dating, I do sense that it can continue, but you're going to start to feel that this is not really my vibe. This is not something that I want, and it's leaving me very empty. So I can have like casual love affairs, I can have like one night stand, but I really want something with a little bit more emotional depth, and I feel that there might be a partner that I am interested in. So as a result of it, you're going to shy away from casual dating, okay? And you're going to figure out that you need a little bit more emotional depth. You need a little bit more intellectual connection, intellectual rapport from other people in order for you to like feel physically and chemically attracted to another person. So if it's just frivolous fun and partying and things like that, it served its purpose in that it helped you heal. It helped you become a whole person again despite everything that happened in September and August and so forth. So moving forward, you have a lot of love to give and you don't want to spread yourself thin anymore. So that period of casual dating is pretty much over for a lot of Virgos. You have a lot of love to give and you want it to be a type of like devotional love where it's exclusive, where it's between you and another person, okay? So for a lot of you, if you are a female Virgo and dating males in general, if you are a Virgo dating males, I do sense there is going to be a very, very strong, prominent water sign coming through. So this can be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and I do feel that there is I do feel that this is somebody that you want to build a life with, okay? Because he or she is tied in with with the home environment. So this is somebody that there's going to be sincere, swift communication coming through. This is somebody that you really want to be with. It seems to me very favorable for long-term stability. However, I do sense the only thing preventing you both from reaching a relationship is that there might be some social dating, either coming from your end or coming from his end, which is going to make it difficult for you both to have a commitment. So one side has to relent and one side has to, there definitely needs to be a discussion. So I feel like, the Ace of Swords needs to be in the middle. There needs to be some type of communication in order for this relationship to get off the ground. I do feel it is going to get off the ground nevertheless because there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of compassion. You both are really in tune with one another. So as a result of it, the only problem here is that energy is being scattered either from you or from the water sign into other people in the relationship. So for those of you who are, seeing multiple people, I do feel that this is a favorable, relationship partner that you should allow into your life. And it's also somebody that you might want to have cultivate a serious relationship with because it looks favorable, okay? Aside from that, for those of you Virgos who are dating women, just women, I do feel that there is going to be an air sign. This is an air sign woman coming through, and it's showing up Queen of Swords. It can be a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius. And I do feel that, Queen of Swords are a little bit abrasive. They're kind of difficult to deal with. However, there's a very strong intellectual connection between the two of you. And I do feel that this Queen of Swords is somebody that is, the energy is triggering, towards the end of this month. She might be around throughout the month, but I do feel some type of proposal, some type of offer is on the table with this air sign woman that is coming through for you the end of this month. So if you are, whatever your gender is, if you're a Virgo dealing with an air sign woman, I do feel some type of a connection coming through by the end of this month. Whereas if you're dealing with like water sign, there's some type of special connection, very strong chemistry, special connection with a water sign coming through at the beginning of the month. But either way, I do feel you're looking for love. You're definitely looking for love. It's definitely on the offering for you. It's on the table. And the only thing you want to decide for yourself is, okay, so here's love, and here are the major choices that you're going to have to take. Do I take the low road? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's no value judgment here, but I'm reading this from your perspective. So you feel like, okay, in the past, I've sought out partners who were very physically attractive, who were very like, chemically, we were really good in bed together, but I wasn't really happy. I wasn't really emotionally fulfilled. Moving forward, I do want somebody who is very like intellectually stimulating, who I can talk to about things, who's witty, who's communicative, and it's just somebody that I can communicate with on a very deep, profound level. Okay, so if that's what you're looking for, I do feel, Queen of Swords is somebody, the sword energies are very communicative. So I do feel that this is something that is going to be favorable for you to pursue in the future, okay? At the same time, like I said, I do sense some type of breakthrough, communication breakthrough happening for you where you're scrapping out possibly like physically exciting relationships that went nowhere. And then you're moving forward with a new relationship just to see where it's going to take you. So at least, you're open and receptive to new things. However, we do have the High Priestess here, which does indicate, our sense of deep knowing, our sense of intuition. And this is also a very spiritual card. In the reverse position indicates to me as well, underneath the Ace of Cups, in the past, you were a little bit misguided when it comes to love, and I do feel that moving forward, you're going to have more clarity, more information as to what it really requires to have and maintain a stable and a healthy relationship, okay? And I feel odd saying that for Virgos because you have a deep sense of responsibility, but you do want to find somebody that you're, intellectually compatible with, because that's what's going to sustain you long term. You are ruled by the planet Mercury, so in fact you really want somebody that you can have a very strong emotional and intellectual connection with. It might be hard to achieve an emotional connection with this Queen of Swords. However, the intellectual excitement is really great, and it can work out long term because I do feel that it's based on love, and it's based on like mutual respect for one another's intellect, one another's sense of respect one another on a human level, okay? So in the past too, you were dealing with people who you have a very strong emotional pull with that might have boundary issues. So moving forward, you want somebody who's a little bit more detached, who's a little bit more aware of themselves, where they end, where you begin, so that you don't end up with like boundary issues. You don't end up like getting married too soon, where you have to divvy up the assets, and there might be like lingering attachments, mainly because you have joint assets together. So it's the whole protecting your boundaries. Moving forward, you want to really protect your boundaries. You really want to know on a philosophical level what somebody expects from you, so that you can approach relationships on more of an even footing, okay? But either way, for those of you who are single, I do sense that there's definitely love interest. No matter who you're dating, I do feel water sign and air signs coming through. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, Geminis coming through for you. And these are pretty strong, prominent signs on the table for you. For those of you who are socially dating, I do sense that socially dating, you're not really sleeping with a lot of people. So you're going out, you're blowing off steam, and you're just, casually dating mainly because you want to find the right one. And I do feel that you know what the right person is and you're holding off on it. You're trying to find the right person for you. So you're kind of holding off on, sleeping around and things like that, which is fine. But I do feel around you is going to be water sign, air signs. For those of you who are, who has somebody in mind, I do feel there is going to be a reluctance in offering, this love, because you have some healing that you needed to do in the past. So you're a bit reluctant to invest 100% in a relationship, hence this social dating. But I do feel the social dating is going to leave you very empty, mainly because you're an earth sign, and I do feel that you want more stability in your relationship. You want like a sense of direction where your relationship is headed. So the social dating is fun, it helps rebuild your self-esteem, but it can only serve its purpose for so long, okay? So you might want to decide who it is that you want to be with and then forge a new path for yourself. This air sign is coming through, and this is going to be like a life changer, mainly because whenever I see the Queen of Swords, she is somebody that can pave a new path for herself or for you. Okay, so this is definitely coming in as an energy that is all about severance. Severing things from the past that no longer works for us so that we can begin anew with a clean slate and we can begin the next phase in our lives, okay? So that's definitely coming through for you, and I do feel this is somebody that is going to be very instrumental in your life for the next few months and for the next few years, all right? So going back to what I was saying, for a lot of you, you might have moved into a new home environment, and I do feel it's starting to stabilize. And that's why I mentioned the party, because I do feel home, festivities in the home front. I do sense that if you're hosting, once again, be very clear about who it is that you're trying to invite, because with the High Priestess, if you look at her, she has this possibly this list of guests. So, for example, what I mean is, if you're socially dating, and if you're socially dating like Karen, Nikki, Susan, and so you're socially dating all three women, and you're just like, okay, I'm throwing this shindig at my house, and I want, these people to come, but what if they have obligations somewhere else? So you call Karen, and she's telling you maybe, or she tells you flat out no, and then you call the other person, and then there's like shifts and changes in plans, and then at the end all three of them show up. So just be careful if you are socially dating, throwing a party at your house, having a guest list, and you find yourself in a slightly awkward situation where three people that you're socially dating all show up. Two of them might have backed out, and then they realize, oh, okay, by the way, I can come. So just don't get yourself in that situation. The best thing to do is figure out who is most important to you that you want to invite, and stick with them, because it feels like the two important players that are in your social and in your romantic life are dependable, because you have water signs, they're very emotionally rooted. You have air signs, what you see is pretty much what you get. They're both in the upright position, indicating to me that they say what they mean. So if they tell you I'm going to be there, or if they tell you no, I'm not going to be there, that's what they mean. So, narrow down your guest list and invite the people that are important to you. Okay? That's a strong warning that I'm getting, so I just have to say it, reiterate the message. So, Virgos, I hope you have a very wonderful month. I do feel it is going to be very romantic, very joyful, blissful, so you don't have to worry about it, okay? So, this is indicative of just life brightening up, opening up a lot of opportunities for new social contacts, new love, and new connections, all right? So, it looks very, very stable. It looks very good. So more than anything, yes, it does look very, very stable to me. If you'd like a private reading, please contact me at temperatestar@gmail.com. My website and the scheduling website can be found below, along with it my availability. Okay, so just just go onto the website and see if there's a time that's good for you. So I will talk to you soon. Have a very, very happy October and have a safe Halloween. Okay, talk to you soon.